Can Toyota's Prius Prime accelerate quickly enough in its EV mode to make it onto a freeway? If that sounds like a strange question, understand that a plug-in hybrid is sort of like two cars in one, with two different acceleration capabilities as well. For instance, in a previous story, we showed you these two acceleration curves for the Mazda CX-9 PHEV. One represents its total gas and electric power, the other one in EV-only mode. Both are from the same car accelerating to 65 miles per hour, which we're calling our freeway merging speed. They're very different, right? Here's how these curves map onto the length of a typical 1,000-foot freeway on-ramp, which is probably the hardest thing a car does in everyday driving. Of course, we don't actually go full blast on on-ramps, but it's insightful to see that at full power, the CX-90 easily makes its merging speed at a little over 40% of its length. But in EV mode, it can't. The gas engine would have to come on to help out, which it does automatically when the driver pushes deeper into the accelerator pedal. While the CX-90's EV grunt can't handle all your everyday driving challenges, it nevertheless enhances the Mazda's overall efficiency, which is still a good thing. A lot of modern PHEVs work the same way. Now here's that first graph, but for the Prius Prime. The Prime's full power time to on-ramp speed is slightly behind the CX-90's, but what's important is that its EV curve is much closer to its full power curve. This makes it more realistic to stay in EV mode during its claimed 44 miles of EV range. Here's how far along the on-ramp the Prius Prime goes before reaching merging speed using full power and in EV mode. It takes 3/4 of the on-ramp at full EV power, but yes, it can do it. Once again, the big point here is that PHEVs are not all the same, which, unfortunately, a lot of buyers don't realize. This offers some insight into what's going on. Here's the Mazda's and the Toyota's EV-only power. But what matters more for acceleration is their ratio of EV power per pound of weight. This one, the Primes, can succeed on the on-ramp, but the Mazda here can't. The Prius's EV power-to-weight ratio is probably close to what's needed before your PHEV needs to come to the rescue and start the engine. My advice? If you're looking to buy a PHEV, do this simple calculation.